things didn't really go according to the plan for England cricket team in their recently concluded T20I series versus India. They lost 4-1, but more importantly, their troubles against spin continued, and that's been the case for a long time now across formats. And one of the major reasons why England lost the series 4-1 was because they could not really counter the likes of Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel and Ravi Bishnoi on a consistent basis. They did not really have a plan B or a plan C to counter them, and that's why England ended on the losing end. Now, Brendon McCullum, he has spoken about England's spin problems, and he has said as to what England really need to do to make sure that they do well in the India ODIs and also the following Champions Trophy that's going to begin on February 19th. Well, Brendon McCullum, he had a say on England's displays in the T20I series. He said that we have been tentative with our approach. We want to keep trying to apply pressure. India has got such a good batting lineup, and we also talk about how good Indian batters were against the England pace battery of Jofra Archer, Saqib Mahmood. There was Brydon Cast also, who stood out with his performances, but then India was really all over England in the T20I series, be it the batting or the bowling, and that's one of the major reasons why India basically ended on a winning note in the T20I series. Now, McCullum, he also spoke about England's spin troubles. He said that we haven't really been good versus spin, disappointing, but Rome wasn't built in a day. We have a clear game plan of how we want to play the game. Now, if we take a look at the most important keywords in this quote, he says that disappointing, but Rome wasn't built in a day. England's spin problems haven't really come in the last couple of years or so. It's basically a trend that has been there for the last 20, 30 or even more years now. And that's one of the major reasons why England have been one of the most inconsistent sides or the inconsistent tour-in sides as far as the subcontinent test, ODIs or T20 matches are concerned. England really proud themselves for their baseball approach, but then results are for everyone to see. England haven't really won anything in test cricket in pretty much overseas conditions in the last 5 to 6 years or so, and same has pretty much been the trend in the ODIs and the T20Is ever since they won the 2022 T20 World Cup in the Australian conditions. Now, there's a chance that, England might face those slow and low wickets in Pakistan for the Champions Trophy. And how they will basically go about their business will basically depend a lot on how their batters shape up against the likes of those slow spinners that they will face from different teams like Australia and South Africa. And it's going to be a big challenge because England, they basically proud themselves on the baseball approach, but then they haven't really gotten those results. We all saw what happened in the 2023 ODI World Cup in India. England did not really have any answers to the pace or the spin of the opposition, and that might just be the case in the Champions Trophy also, assuming England do not have a plan B, C or D ready for the 8-team tournament. So what do you think about McCullum's comments on England's performances in the T20I series versus India, and do you think that England can find a way to tackle spin in the Indian and the Pakistan conditions for the Champions Trophy? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Pawan, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.